Now from the stadium course at PGA West in sunny La Quinta, California, this is EA Sports continuing coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined here at the Tower by Frank Nobilo. Frank's from many good courses to play out here in the Palm Springs area, Coachella Valley. What stands out to you about this one, PGA West?
Well, if you grew up where I did in New Zealand, Rich, when you go to a desert course, especially for the first time, you can't believe how flat it is. But it's also the optical illusion. You mentioned the Coachella Valley. People always say that the ball breaks towards that way. Well, you know, I was brought up, ball breaks downhill. It always heads to that direction. So you just got to be a little careful when you're reading some of the putts here in the valley.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. This second hole, not long, but it is well bunkered, and that tee shot is going to wind up in the sand. A little bit of green to work with here as he'll try to get it out and let it run. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yep, that's a good putt and a good birdie here at the second to get him to 1 under par. That's a little better. Couple of missed fairways to start the round, but this one's safely on the short grass here at the third. This one has a chance to be close.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high. That was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
Oh, that's a nice roll right there. That's a second straight birdie here in the early part of his round. Gets him to 2 under through his first 3 holes. Well, that'll be safe, but a long way back. This one computed at an even 60 feet here for birdie. Very good sequence for him there. He covered a lot of ground on those 2 putts, and he'll walk away with a par. That did not make it by much, but make it did, and that's going to wind up just fine here at the par 5. Oh, and an exhale there. That ball just managed to clear the water and got hung up in that rough. A dead-on look here for birdie. And that is nicely done right there. A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes. A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. A little short-sided here, left of the green for his second. Oh yeah, this is a big green and a long hole, so it is not easy to get one close. That is a great shot here at 6. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Two under on the day. And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Four feet, all that's left for birdie. Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. And coming off back-to-back birdies to close out the front side, this, another solid tee shot to start the back.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot, just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Yeah, the good play continues now to 5 under on the day. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4.
Now this for another birdie. Oh, if that's one ball to the right, it's in. Instead, this one singes that left edge. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. This is why so many players today favour distance. Good tee shot down there, nice and close to the green. Even though it's coming out of the rough, excellent chance for a birdie.
Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie.
It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. And I think you have to wonder about the decision to go driver here at 14. It is a tough green to drive. You can't really bounce it up there, and this was never going anywhere but the rough.
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Oh, and a bit of good fortune there. That would have been much tougher if it had stayed in that rough. Instead, it works free and onto the fringe. Yes, smart play from that distance. Just use the putter to make sure you get the line, and this one goes down for a birdie. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. Okay, safely aboard. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm. Hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that, wow, a 10 under 62. That was a great round of golf right there. Well, that'll wrap it up for us today. We saw a lot of great golf, Frank.
Yeah, the course was good. It was gettable for some, but, in the end, it really gave you what you deserved, just the way we want it.
And that'll do it for our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time. This is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf as we come to you from the challenging Whistling Straits Golf Course in Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new. I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, he'll finish that off from a couple of feet away, and that is a birdie. He didn't like that one from the start, and this one's going to wander into the rough right of the green. Nicely done there, so it won't be a third straight birdie to start the round, but it is a par here at number 3. That wind's moving pretty good left to right. No question it helped push that ball into the bunker. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
putt is straight into the thick stuff. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and it was an aggressive line off the tee, understandable, but no, we're over here in this sea of trouble on the right-hand side, and from this point, you've just got to get it back in play.
Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. .5 feet now for birdie. And that is nicely done right there. A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
Iona a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
So a tap in there. Some nice work around the green with the flat stick. Going to let him come away with a par. That one safely on the putting surface. Okay, so this one maybe a birdie putt in name only. Just 5 feet left. Okay, so the approach left him better than 50 feet away, but a good 2-putt is going to let him walk out with a par. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Two under par for the round. Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the ninth. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. That is so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. Is second to the par 5. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Yep, that's a good job right there. Don't overthink it. He didn't, and he'll come away with a par. I'm not sure if he factored in that right-to-left breeze, and that ball was pushed offline.
Speed a factor here down the slope for his second. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
That is absolutely fine.
Not much left here for birdie.
That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done.
That's certainly a good break. If that ball had stayed in the thick rough, might have had a chip out. Instead, that first cut, so many more options available now.
Okay, that's acceptable there. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. That one up the right side. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Trying to fly it all the way and expect it to hold is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Oh man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. And I think that may have surprised him. That carried much further than he anticipated. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second.
Woo, Nelly. Whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
Good 20-footer here.
Beautifully done right there. That's how you keep good rounds going. A terrific putt to save par.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
Left himself with 144 yards to the front, 151 to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
That one was running so hot.
Chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. And, well, just needed a few more feet out of that one.
That's a good putt to save par here at 18. And that will be a 6-under 66. Very well done. Well, Frank, what a day of golf we saw out there today.
7,800 yards of, I'd like to say pure joy, but for the ones that have done well, you earned it.
Well said, Frank. For my partner, Frank Novello, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from Whistling Straits. Now, from the fabled East Course at Oak Hill Country Club, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. With Frank Novello by my side, I'm Rich Turner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on, so I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret. And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Yes, that's well done. We're only playing the back nine here. That's a good start, as that's a birdie here at 10.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. All right, we know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot. 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that two-check skipper and get it to stop.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Fortunate part about this putt is it seems to be dead straight, but it's going to be difficult to hit this firmly enough to get it all the way up there, like putting through treacle.
That, so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Four feet now for birdie. Okay, good work from off the green, and that's how you walk away with a birdie here at the par 5. And it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. That's how you can take advantage of this course. Big drive, fine bunker shot, and a good look coming up for a 3. Well, those are the birdie putts you don't have to sweat too much over. No problem there. It gets in to 3 under par. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker.
Doesn't quite make the green on the fringe, but not too shabby out of the fairway bunker.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
141 yards left to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
Inexcusable. Now, this stuff is thick. We've seen that all day, but if you don't get it out, you basically get to the same shot all over again.
And that is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
That's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there, and that one slides by. Okay, well, still red figures. That's the good news, but the double bogey's going to see him fall from 3 under down to just 1. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.